Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Previously introduced us from Group 5. We'll discuss business meeting with discussion material, consideration of retaining or reducing employees due to the impact of COVID-19, which causes production and company revenues to decline. Okay, my name is Zain Jaul Haq. The last digit of the student identification number is 077. Here I am manager A, and the manager A is a human resource manager. Thank you.
My name is Alia Ambarwati Wanda. The last student number is 051 as a manager B and manager B as operational manager. Thank you.
And my name is Muhammad Istina Wadani. As a manager C, the job of manager C is as a marketing manager.
My name is Sidonorma Amalia. My last number digit 064 and I'm a meeting chairman. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hopefully, you will always be healthy. Previously, thank you for the presence of fellow managers who are willing to attend this internal meeting. Before, we also discussed it at the general meeting of shareholders. If everyone's here, let's start our meeting today. In the discussion of the meeting the afternoon, we will discuss the consideration of retaining or reducing employees due to the impact of COVID-19, which causes production and company revenues to decline. Okay, let's get started.
Okay, I will start first. In last year's company books, compared to this year's bookkeeping, our company suffered significant losses due to this pandemic, which causes our sales to decline. In other words, if this happen in the coming years, the company will not be able to operate and even be unable to pay our employees. Last year's capital budget for our company was around 2 billion rupiah, and this year's our capital budget has decreased to 1 billion rupiah. It can also be a consideration for us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. If there is anything else we need to talk about, let's move on to today's agenda.
In my opinion, we should reduce the number of company employees so as to reduce the burden on employees on our record, so at least we can reduce the number of losses we receive.
I agree with you. By reducing the number of employees, we can reduce our loss so that for the coming years we can still operate, at least until the COVID-19 pandemic is subsided. Because we don't know for sure this pandemic will end, and many companies have also reduced their employee loss figures.
I don't agree with that because during the pandemic, everyone needs income to make and meet. If we lay off employees, where do they get income from? We have to think about it before we decide because we have tens of thousands of employees. Just laying off employees by a quarter will increase the unemployed rate. Not to mention the addition of layoff of employees at, at, at other companies, and companies in Indonesia are numerous. Just imagine they lay off their employees, only a quarter of the total employees owned by each company. The unemployment rate will increase dramatically.
That's right. But if we don't do it, we will experience a deficit of income. Even our capital that you described earlier By reducing the number of employees, at least it can reduce the number of rules. Our rules are substantial, especially in terms of company expense. In company expense, our biggest expense is in employee salaries, and employee salaries can reach hundreds of millions. By reducing the number of employees, we can reduce company expense. Thus, the company will not experience a significant loss. Now that it is still the COVID-19 pandemic, there is no certainty that it will survive.
I think cutting expense by cutting employee salaries is better than laying off them.
May I interrupt?
Let me finish my talking point first.
Okay.
So, by cutting employee salaries, we can reduce the number of company expenses. Without anything we stop, they earn money from working for our company. If we stop them, where are they going to work? Even today, many companies lay off their employees, and almost all of them also do not open job vacancies during the pandemics.
I think it would be better if there were employees who were laid off because the salary was cut. They could not cover the losses suffered by our company. We consider employees who may be underperforming and lazy at work that we stop. We first survive employees whose performance was poor and lazy. And that is also one of the causes of our company's production to become sluggish or to decline.
I think it is better if we still have employees uh, who are dismissed, like what you said, with the consideration that employees who are underperforming, unmanageable, and lazy, we will stop. And also, we lower the salaries of the employees we retain. So, it can reduce the cost difference efficient company expense. However, we reduce employee salaries with the consideration of certain considerations so that employee salary cuts do not result in disappointment on the part of the employee. We cut employee salaries, but with a small amount, not too much.
I think it just turned out to be an employee disappointment because someone has been dismissed. Their salary is still deducted. At least one of them was dismissed or his salary was cut because that's all the company can do to reduce company expenses. Or there is another suitable opinion.
I think it would be better if we choose to lay off employees with the consideration discussed earlier. But we also think about their lives too. Therefore, we stop, but we give pocket money at least to meet their needs for at least 1 until 3 months. That way, the employees we quit still get money, so that they can fulfill their needs or even set up their own business. So we don't have to worry about that employee we stop again.
How many rupiah will be given to each employee who is terminated? At least we have to look at the company's finance as well. Do not let us give pocket money, but the company loses more and more.
For an allowance for each employee who is terminated will not interfere with our company finance. We will use funds from investor as pocket money for employees who we terminate. For company capital, we use last year's capital first, maybe double the salary, so they get enough pocket money for at least 1 until 3 months.
I agree with this opinion, but it would be better if we still need shareholder approval.
And I also agree, it will be better if we still need the approval of our shareholders at the general meeting of shareholders. It is expected that we use their funds to handle allowance for laid-off employees. Uh, for meeting chairman, can you unmute your mic?
Okay, since our time is up, we will close the discussion here first. If there are problems related to the discussion we are doing now, we have an internal meeting on another day.
Okay, no problem.
For the next meeting, we will discuss the matters that we have agreed on today with shareholders at the general meeting.
Excuse me. Okay,
Yeah.
time to for the major A to speak.
Okay, sorry. Bad quality network. Uh, when will the general meeting be held? Is if possible as soon as possible.
I will coordinate the meeting that with the shareholders. It is better when the meeting will be held.
Oh, okay. Let's wait for the meeting.
I will conclude our meeting today. That we will continue to dismiss employees with certain consideration by giving pocket money to the dismissed employees with shareholders investor funds, and we'll talk about this again at the shareholders general meeting. Thank you for your attendance at the meeting this afternoon. The meeting is closed now. See you at the general meeting of shareholders. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks for the people who hear our dialogue in this night. Actually, that's all for us. Thank you very much for watching.